Hey, so I just thought I'd do like a quick video of my Porcellio ornatus yellow dots, or I think they're also called south dots. I just fed them some shrimp and an algae pellet, which these guys over here are fighting over. Move it. Oh, Jesus. As you can see, they've already eaten quite a bit of it. These guys actually really like the algae pellet. I haven't noticed as huge of a response to it with my Porcellionaids pruinosus. And as you can see, they also love shrimp. They go nuts over shrimp. Oh, my cat loves to watch my isopods too. But I just thought I'd do a little video feeding them. I only feed in this half of the enclosure. And this half is where I put, where I mist and stuff. This is specifically where they go to molt. You can often find fresh molts in it. See? Oh, sorry, bud. And they actually eat leaves a lot more than I thought they would. I just put these leaves in like a week ago. As you can see, they've already been eaten quite a bit. As their cuddle bone, they often you can often find a whole bunch. They like to cram themselves between it and the side of the tub. I think they've already recongregated on the algae pellet. And they love this little rock formation I glued up for them. They cram themselves in and around it. And as you can see, I did glue it up, super glue, because it's safe. Let's see, I did see a little baby. Look, you can see a couple juveniles. Yeah, look, right underneath, there's some real young ones. Haven't even gained their colors yet, really. You can still see the dots on the smallest ones, though. And there's a little mite. Grain mites are always a problem, especially if you feed grainy foods or foods with grain in them. Fish flakes, I occasionally feed some fish flakes that have some grain in it, grain filler. But so long as they're not swarming all over your isopods, it's generally fine. I've even heard anecdotes where people's isopods do hunt down and eat the mites. If you think you have a mite problem, one way to check is the lid of your enclosure. If you're having a big problem, they'll be all over the lid. I am not having a big problem, so I usually find them in these little corners here. But as you can see, it's just a little bit dirt. There's one mite. But you'll usually see a whole bunch all over the lid. Trust me, I've had issues with mites. Just wondering what I'm doing. Like that. They're all over the out. It's one of their favorite foods, and I usually give it as like a treat. I mainly feed them the dried shrimp. It's their favorite, as you can see. My vulgaire do not react to protein as much as these guys do. Which is why Porcellio and Porcellionides really don't make great cleanup crews. They just, while they do clean up, as you can see, they do eat the leaves. They're so protein oriented. I have heard people whose sick reptiles or molting reptiles or amphibians and shit have been chewed on even by, I've heard someone say, even their dwarf whites. But dwarf whites are so small, I'm not even sure they could cause an issue. I do have dwarf whites, and they're so small. I don't even know if they could get through the skin. It would take quite a while.